silly gifts.
Click. Oh, hey, how's it going, everybody? It has been entirely too long since we got to be face-to-face live with all of y'all. So thanks for tuning in. My name's Andy.
My name's Dennis.
Oh, this is Dennis. We got Nicole on the decks. Hello. And we have one new person to talk about. They won't be joining us on video, but they're joining us. We have a new community manager for Conan Exiles that'll be joining us officially. Their name is Karen.
Hola, ¿cómo andas, Magic? Bienvenido.
A very exciting day. We hope and are certain that you'll be excited about at least one thing that we'll be talking about today. Okay, so lots to talk about today. Where do we start? Okay, so to set some expectations for today, so this will be a live preview of a couple of the new features that'll be coming all y'all's way in the next age, which, as you may know by now, is Age of Heroes. So we'll be going over both of those features that'll be introduced with the first chapter of the Siege, and then showcase some new building pieces and cosmetics, and then answer any questions that you might have. And then maybe we'll talk a little bit more about just a couple other things that are hot topics within the community.
And everything we talk about here will be what's coming in Chapter 1 of the Age of Heroes.
Yeah, and so like as always, like we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. I don't want to get too far ahead, but like of course, like this is just like the first installment of the new age, and so like there will be continuous like expansions upon these new features. Okay, so do we have anything else that we wanted to go over before we start? So so this will be a live preview of the new features. Excuse me. So we'll be going through the new features, allowing for some questions from chat. But we can't get too much into the weeds about like lots of specific details. Also because like some of the new content is like potentially spoilery, because it's like
You'll see. We'll get there.
Okay, so sorry, I'm a little getting my nerves shaked out because it's like, oh yeah, this is fun, this is good. Okay, so let's swap over to in-game. Whoop. Okay. All right. So, thank you.
Yeah, fixing the stream deck.
All right, so is this coming through all right? I'm gonna move my microphone a little bit so it's not sticking out. Hopefully y'all can hear me okay.
Hola, Leonardo, ¿cómo andás?
All right.
Che, no sale tu texto.
Where are we right now? So this is, of course, our illustrious friend in Oslo, Torregel, constructed a massive sprawling base using tons of building pieces. Of course, also disclaimer, this is still pre-release footage, so there are some things that may not necessarily be working quite as intended. But we're just gonna walk by here as if they're just going about their business, right? So, astute viewers may notice. Ooh, is this a cook? A cook that's dressed up? What's going on here? So, one of the first main feature that we are introducing with Age of Heroes, we are calling living settlements. And so this new feature is intended to breathe new life into your settlements and your bases. The feature is comprised of a major rework of all like worker type thralls. As you may know, there's like two main archetypes of thralls, one being like combatants and the other being workers. Workers were just kind of like this sort of like socket piece that you put into like a bench, and they just like stay there in perpetuity, and they just kind of are always there.
Toil into eternity.
Yeah, toil into eternity, and only ever having coursed threads, right? Like you never get to dress them up. So starting with this update, all worker type thralls have been converted into proper individual placeable characters that can be placed within the world, can be customized, can be ordered to follow you around, or be assigned to a working station. Come on over here.
There's basically no difference between a fighter and a blacksmith now. You place them in the world the same way, convert them, use the item to put them on the ground, and once you put them down, we introduced this ghost system with the tavern where you can kind of see where you place a thrall to do its work. So the barkeeper does that, and we took that and applied it across all of the workstations in the game. So if you want to assign someone to a specific action or workstation now, you just move them right to the one you want them to go into.
So that's just one part of this. The other part is you may notice that there's some characters just kind of like milling about. And so all these characters, all these worker type characters now also have their own individual specific needs that they will work to attend to automatically, including things which include things like drinking and eating, sleeping, working, and can also include fighting and fleeing. Like what Dennis said, there's essentially not a big difference between like a blacksmith and a fighter, but like
statistically there is.
Statistically, yeah. But like, and also like a cook is going to be way less likely to like want to, engage in direct combat versus like a regular fighter. So they might just end up running away.
If your settlement comes under attack, there's a chance that they'll just flee or cower instead of actually getting into a fight. So when it comes to, I know that there are going to be some questions that come up really soon with this, so I'll kind of get ahead of them. But when it comes to fighters, archers, and dancers, when you place them out in the world, they'll act just the way they did before. They, the guards will stand wherever you position them to guard. The archers will stand posted wherever you send them. So they'll still defend normally. Dancers won't move around, so you don't have to worry about seeking, corruption, cleansing. So we didn't really change them. But
Abelardo,
crafting
¿cómo
thralls,
andás?
they'll
Ahí
go about
empezaron
their
a salir
lives.
los
You know,
chats.
they will
Menos mal.
look for places that they can pretend to eat or sleep.
Vamos a ver qué lanza
And an
Funcom.
important distinction with this system is that we didn't
Espero
want
que valga
to
la pena.
add a new layer on top of the game that was like, okay, well, now you're playing a life simulator or city builder on top of playing Conan Exiles. So you're really logging in and playing the same game, and life is just happening around you. If a thrall needs to eat, and they're basically just looking for a building that says, this is somewhere you can eat. And they go there and they eat out of a little bowl with their spoon until they're happy that they're full again. And then they go off and do something else. And when they eat, it doesn't cost you items. It's just the illusion that they are living. So as you're coming in, it's kind of like someone phrased it the other day as like thrall RP. Like all the thralls are RPing now. And that's really what it is.
Yeah, and like and for those of you who are wondering, the like the needs and all that are also something that can be modded. And so yeah, our intent is that we want you to be able to play Conan Exiles, and we don't want this feature to like block your like moment to moment like the core gameplay of Conan Exiles. But like if you wanted to try something on your own,
Bien,
go
bienvenido.
out. That's totally fine.
No puedo
Yeah,
traducir,
Totally fine
chicos.
with that.
You know, the thralls behind
Vamos
the scenes
a-
are using things
Vamos a
to
verlo ahora
determine
y
what
después
needs they
sí
need to meet.
voy a
And then
resubirlo
they
en
look
un
for objects
resumen
in the world that
ya
will meet
traducido.
those needs for them, and that's completely moddable. You can change the behavior of a thrall whenever they're seeking or performing a certain need. You can change the needs that they have and the rate at which they decay or refill. So everything is mod friendly here. You can add new needs that don't exist.
So yeah, getting into getting into to touch back on also making sure that everyone understands that like this is not intended to like get in the way of like regular gameplay. I also changed the time of day to see if I can coax some of our thralls to engage in EP time. But yeah, so your workers will work to also meet their own needs automatically, and so you may be wondering like, well, what happens if my guy just like walks off and like
He's not at the workbench.
like he's not at the workbench anymore. Like I
Where's
have
my
this,
armor smith,
yeah, like
man?
where I have this tier 4 guy with like good bonuses. Like where's my guy? Like I can't build anything. What do I do? So we kept that in mind. Let's see here. Where was the armor bench?
right
that we put?
there.
Oh, that's it right there. Great. Perfect. I was like, wait, is that the Tinker bench now? Okay, so a worker does not have to be actively at the bench in order to be able to like have the crafting. And then also we've added some functionality, a new UI element on the crafting thing above my head up here. Where if you have multiple different followers in your roster that I believe it's, what you say, within 50 meters of the bench itself. Yeah.
It's currently 50 meters. It's something we can adjust. So if people find that, hey, 50 meters is obnoxious, it's not enough space, we can try to increase that and make it more convenient.
Yeah. I guess. Oh, yeah. Let's. I guess in a second also like what I'd like to show like what 50 meters is. I guess like in game if that's possible. So okay, yeah. Before we get too ahead of ourselves, so this new UI element here allows you to choose between. Sorry, if you have multiple followers in your roster that can apply their bonuses to a bench, you'll have the option of choosing which one you want to apply to the bench. And then you'll actually be able to see exactly what bonuses they confer. And if you really want to get into like the exact like crunchy numbers, you can press this button to expand this, and you'll see the actual like the full range of like numerical bonuses that they provide for you for crafting. This will apply to every single crafting station, every single crafter. Of course, the ones with like unique bonuses. And so like, and they have to be able to apply those bonuses to that specific bench. So like, it may be that like one bench only has like one option, but like this, for example, has 3.
Yeah, we looked at crafting benches and thralls, and the currently, at least when we started working on it and now, the most types of effects we could find on a single bench was 3. So we literally just added 3 slots to show, which which thrall types you could choose from, and it'll automatically pick the
Bienvenidos,
highest
chicos. Team Rush
bonuses,
y
like the
Pablo
highest quality
Villa.
bonuses that you can
Gracias,
get. So
muchas
if a
gracias.
tier 2, you have a tier 1 and
Después
a tier
vamos a
2,
subir en mi canal un resumen
Alchemist. It'll
subtitulado.
show only the bonuses for the tier 2. And then if you add a tier 3 to your settlement and it's in range, you won't see the tier 2 bonus anymore because the tier 3 is objectively better. It's only when you get to the tier 4 range where you have options between how you modify the output that you need to be able to make a choice. I'd like this to weigh less, or I'd like this to have higher armor, for example.
Thank you, Dennis.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, again, we want this to not like obstruct like your moment-to-moment gameplay. So like this will breathe like and only something I forgot to mention also is that we've added a bunch of new idle working animations to your workers as well. So while they're working the benches, I guess we get a little bit unlucky right now, but yeah.
Where's that right there? The fire pit.
So but yeah, workers will just like at random. Yes, very good.
New animations, new audio.
Yeah, like this guy. Okay, yeah.
Also,
there we go.
I think you briefly touched on it too, but Andy has said in the beginning, now you can change the outfits of all your thralls because they're wearing normal armor like any other thrall would. So you get a lot more visual diversity.
Yep, it's just he's just a regular guy. He's just a guy, and I can dress him up. It's perfect. Everyone's just their own person now. It's excellent. Even this guy. He's just a guy. He's our guy. He's our favorite person. He's just like me, for real. So any like valid points that you have within your base, your followers will automatically seek out to try to meet their needs. So, for example, in this case, is your name Gordon? Nice. Yeah. Gordon here is an EP gal and is taking a sleep. And so, like any bed that I lay out or anything that's flagged as a bed that I lay out within my base is a valid point for a character to want to sleep. For example, we have this bench in a quiet corner of our base. This taskmaster here is just having a bite by a serene brookside.
2 questions I saw come up
yeah.
that I do want to
Hola,
talk about.
Gelis. ¿Cómo andas?
The first was, will this have an
¿Todo
effect
bien?
on your thrall count? And it does now. So all of the crafter thralls that you have in game now, whenever we patch this out, they'll remain items in the inventory. They should be ejected into the inventory, and then you can pick them up and place them out into the world like you would a fighter or whatever. So that will count as +1 more thrall. So now that does count against the total number of thralls you can have. And the other question that I saw was,
Ángel, bienvenido.
how will
¿Cómo
this
andas,
affect
loquito?
the thrall cap, particularly on official servers, right? So we limit the number of thralls players or clans can have. We're currently running performance tests with our QA department to see how much or if we need to adjust that value. So we are testing it. We're running tests on it, and we want to find a good point that feels like you have a healthy number of followers, but not an unhealthy server. So it's a thing that we're working on right now. We will likely announce, it may either appear in the patch notes or ahead of time if we decide to turn down the follower count.
I'm also gathering a bunch of questions. Hello? Does this work?
It does.
Oh, excellent. We're also gathering a bunch of questions in chat, and whenever you guys want questions, let me know. I don't want to interrupt you guys, but whatever. But just letting
Sí,
chat
sí,
know
yo
that I am
hago
collecting
todo así,
questions as
a último
well.
momento.
So if we don't
Vamos a ver
immediately answer
qué es
them,
lo de la nueva era.
we can later on, or
Que estos
Yeah.
tipos,
We'll
viste cómo
allow for
son.
some pauses for like questions.
Hacen
from
un
the
directo
overall
súper
questions from
aburrido
chat,
para mostrar
'cause,
dos
like,
boludeces.
I know I'm just like yapping right
You're
now.
fine.
I'm just blowing through some stuff
Pablo,
right
no
now,
te
trying to
preocupes
get my ducks in a
que
row.
cuando termine yo voy a hacer un resumen.
Yeah,
There
but thank
was-
you.
Y vamos a tratar de explicar qué es lo que tratan de mostrar.
While eating or sleeping. I don't know if that
Una
was-
guerrera de tumbre.
Yeah, we
Hola,
Already
bienvenida.
No,
It's okay.
it's totally fine. Yeah. So
Bienvenida, colombiana.
so we did touch on that. So yeah, a crafter does not have to
Lo que
actively
pasa es
be
que
at a
esta
station
gente siempre
anymore
hace
in order
directos muy
to
largos
be able to have that station craft, and that also applies to any
y
bonuses
muestran
if they're
mal
like a
las
special
cosas.
crafter or like have special bonuses applied to them. So yeah, like if they're off like eating, drinking, or like sleeping, that won't affect your ability to craft. Again, like the big focus
Mejor
of
que lo
this
hicieran en
feature
15
is that
minutos y
it does
mostraban
not
todo al hueso.
interfere
Sí, sí,
with
tal cual.
your like moment-to-moment.
Pero
like,
siempre hacen lo
the
mismo.
core gameplay of Conan Exiles. You're
Igual
still
no se
playing
preocupen que yo
Conan
después voy a
Exiles.
subir un
This is not
resumen.
Yeah.
It's not a life management sim. Yeah.
Also,
As much as I love those.
Yeah, right, exactly. We love those, but like
Sos
that's
de
not
Boca,
what
Ángel.
Conan Exiles is.
people love your shirt, Dennis. by the
Conan,
way.
I think it's ConanShop.com.
Is it Conan Shop?
Gustavo, bienvenido.
There should be a link
Gracias a
on the Heroic
vos.
Signatures website
I was
if that's
looking
not
for
the
it.
address.
Chicos, dejen su like.
Yeah, we do have a shop
Se
with a
los voy a
bunch of
agradecer
Conan
mucho.
stuff in it that you can get to from the Heroic Signatures website, I believe.
I'm just gonna make a quick adjustment.
Oh,
Actually,
Conan Shop.
Macho de pecho peludo.
no.
Oh, perdón.
I think that used to be it.
Goes Conan the detective.
Bueno,
yeah,
bienvenido
yeah.
entonces.
Sorry, we're taking up a lot of space.
Nicole can
Just show
spam
more
the link
gameplay.
in chat if
Yeah, I'll find it.
she finds the shop.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of questions about your shirt. It's actually it's sick. It's really nice. I like it. Okay. Let's
Yo
see.
todavía
Sorry, my
no
train of thought derailed
estoy
for a second.
entendiendo qué es lo de la nueva era.
Let's take questions from chat. If we have. I know. Surely
Yo
you have some.
solamente veo que
What
muestran
were some other things
NPC
that I wanted
quietos,
to
o
trim
sea,
off the head? Or, yes,
haciendo
go.
nada.
Sorry, did you want me to?
Yes, please.
Okay,
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
someone was asking about if it's possible to get a like an Orb of Nergal type station or barber for the thralls now that they're permanent. followers.
Oh, be able to like customize the appearance of
That
all
sounds
followers?
That sounds difficult.
Yeah.
So in the short term, no. In the long term, possibly. But you could also recruit more thralls. But
Just
yeah,
get more
I'm sorry.
thralls forehead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm being cheeky, but yeah, in the short term, definitely not. That's
Tal
a really
cual.
complex interaction for just the player
Así
to be able
es,
to change
Nick
the way they work. So imagining the UX for how you
Son
do it
muy
for
malos
thrall
para
is a whole
hacer
other
directo
set
esta
of
gente.
hurdles.
Oh yeah. like-
Hola, Salvador,
yeah,
¿cómo
You'd have to
estás?
probably like put it in
¿Todo
the station
bien?
like we do with one of these
Bienvenido.
workstations.
Yeah. I
And then you
mean,
change it when you interact with them.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, yeah. Not to get too far off topic, but yeah, it's a
Yeah.
great suggestion, and we've. I mean,
It could be a good mod to the Orb of Nurgle itself,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, since the Orb of Nurgle could have one of those slots for a follower to interact with, you just manually put them in there. And then do it.
yeah. It's an excellent suggestion, but yeah, in the immediate term, there's that won't be just suddenly manifesting itself suddenly. So, but yeah, thank you for the question. Appreciate it.
Lo bueno sería que arreglen los
Did
bugs.
finally add a
bueno,
questing system? Funny
Y
you
que
asked
aporten algo
that.
nuevo.
Oh.
We'll get to that in a second.
Alguna
Sort
zona
of.
nueva.
Let's see.
Algo que valga la pena.
Can worker thralls be killed during raid time? Well, yeah. So like, yeah, they're so yeah. The thing is like every player's base now, like all your bases now suddenly you're gonna. Oop, you okay?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sí, ni que ver.
So like
Es
suddenly
que,
like
bueno,
all of your bases are going to have like
Siempre
a
hacen
sudden
así
influx of
ellos.
a bunch of characters that are walking
Directos
around. And so yes,
aburridos
like they
que
are now valid targets if your base gets
están
attacked.
2 horas
And
hablando
so
boludeces y muestran una pavadita.
yeah,
nada
I
más.
suppose there is that consummate risk if you play on a server where
Yeah.
your characters can be killed.
And they are a bit more vulnerable too because they're not guaranteed to fight back the way a fighter would.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll definitely need to balance, having the best crafters and fighters to defend them as well. Can you show me the dog? That's a good question.
Oh yeah, I can show you the dog.
I'm a big dog fan.
That's a big dog.
Can you assign the thralls to beds?
Not so you could pick them up and make them lay in it, like you would be able to put them somewhere else, but you can't assign it the way like you assign a spawn point for yourself. You can't force them to go to a specific one. They just use whichever one's available and closest. Oh, I guess one other thing that's important to talk about too, it's a small thing, but we did actually go through both maps and add thrall rescue cages across.
A mí me gustaría que pongan
Oh,
nuevas
yeah.
zonas.
So
El mapa del
you
exilio
can
me parece
find those
demasiado
thrall
grande y
rescue cages
demasiado
like Sipta
vacío.
has all over the exiled lands now
Tendrían
too,
que agregar
and you can rescue
cosas.
the barkeeper from those, so you don't have to do
Y
the
algún,
purge,
qué sé
the
yo,
purge to
tipo
get a tavern
misiones
anymore.
o algo así.
And the purge has crafter thralls and the rewards at the end. as
Pablo,
well.
ya se arrepintieron
Mhm.
de todo lo que
Just like it
vienen haciendo, de todas las cagadas que se vienen mandando.
We really wanted to
Por eso
expand
mismo
more
van a sacar
on,
el pase de batalla
just like being able to get
y
and
toda esa
recruit more
pavada que
followers,
agregaron hace poco.
and actually recruit them and
Las
have
misiones
them
sí las van a agregar en
willingly
esta
join your cause,
temporada,
as opposed
según
to
dijeron.
the
Bueno, menos
the
mal,
way you obtain
esperemos.
followers from the launch. And so, and that's actually a really great
Queremos
sort of
versión PS5
bullet
ya.
point to move into what the next major feature for Age of Heroes is.
Sí, deberían, la verdad que
And
a
then
esta
we'll
altura-
come back to this also because like I know there might be some questions about like some of the new building pieces that are being shown off in the background here, but we'll circle back and show off like new building pieces and new all that new stuff
People are wondering
in just a
about
little
that
bit.
purple smoke.
Yeah. But oh yeah, you mean the my friend, my purple friend?
That might be a reward for something else.
Ooh, You mean this stinky boy? Ooh.
That doesn't even come from the shop.
Es que sí, Negbet, la cagaron mucho cuando
Anyway, yeah.
tocaron todo eso.
Yeah, it's so the corruption is so stank it's making Dennis cough.
Yeah.
Through the
JL
internet.
España,
Yeah.
bienvenido.
Yeah.
No, en PC4 no
Plug my
juego.
mouth.
La dejé para mirar los
Okay, yeah, and then
videitos, nada más la PlayStation.
I did see something
Ya
in
no,
chat just
casi
really
ni
quick
juego en la
also,
PlayStation.
and something I meant to bring up at the very start. So, like, you know, in Age of Heroes, where we're continuing our commitment to releasing these new major gameplay features for free for everyone to enjoy as part of the base game. And so both living settlements and companions, or the new companions, will be part of the base game at launch and will not require like any kind of like paywalling or like any additional whatever. It's just a part of the thing. That there's some like steps that you might have to do for like your companions, for example, but like there's just no like, yeah, you don't have to get anything else. And then like your followers
al menos
will
dicen
have this
que
logic
todo lo
as
que
soon
venga
as
va a
they
ser gratuito.
awaken the moment the
O
Age
algo
of
así,
Heroes
entendí, ¿no?
update goes live. So this is for everyone. So yeah, let's move into companions.
Yeah. Feature number 2.
Feature number 2, yeah. So what are companions? So there's a little terminology like clarification.
Sí, y hay
I just
mucha
wanna,
gente que cree
bring up here
que lo que se
up front.
ganó en
So what,
pases de
these
batalla
companions are
ya no va a volver.
new,
Sí,
fully voice
lo van a
acted
ir
characters
agregando
with
en
their
DLC.
own special
Algo
quest, like
así
unique
dijeron
quest
la vez
lines
pasada.
to be able to recruit them with their own unique passives and perks that that can actually change depending on your choices throughout the quest line. So these companions are followers. So
sí, la IA
it's
de
kind of like a
los
squares,
esclavos
squares versus
terrible.
rectangles kind of thing.
Empeoró
Like,
mucho más que
companions
antes,
are followers, but not all followers are companions. It came up as a question in some of our previews that we made, so just wanted to make that clear. So yeah, Age of Heroes will launch with 2 of the such companions. I'm going to take just 1 second here and teleport as I hit this button.
Si el contenido es como
We're gonna go visit
bien
the
potente,
first
yo
one
creo
of
que está
which,
bien. Es
is
preferible eso a la cagada que vienen
an
haciendo
interesting
últimamente.
character.
Pero por
'Cause I
lo
know
que
some
estoy
of y'all are
viendo,
wondering what the
no
heck was
tienen
that-
mucho
that
para
pink
mostrar.
smoke coming from.
Porque
We're gonna find out
hasta ahora no sé, no
perhaps
entiendo qué es lo
something
nuevo.
about that. All right. Oh, let me make sure the audio is up actually, because you want to hear this. So like, and I won't be going too far into this in the interest of both time and spoilers, but
What was that?
did you hear that?
Did you hear that?
Nicole's face right now. She doesn't have headphones. I guess she doesn't. I do, so I heard it.
I have subtitles.
Oh,
And Nicole's on.
no. What? Hold on.
Save doggo.
There.
Pero, Negbet, ¿eso amerita una nueva era? ¿Anunciarlo como una nueva era? O sea, ¿mejoras en los esclavos? No, tiene que haber algo más.
Sound effect volume is low. All right, let's see here. What can we do? You don't hear anything?
Que se pueden
Let's
equipar
see.
cosas. Eso no sé qué
Do you
es.
hear voices? You hear it, okay. Do you hear the voices? You don't hear the voices?
Well, people hear it.
Oh, okay.
¿Qué carajo es eso?
Sorry, I forgot chat was delayed a little bit.
It is a space octopus.
Yeah, me too, Maelstrom. I always hear your voice in my head.
¿Qué es eso?
Exile, we have little time. Holding this form requires much energy. As you have no doubt surmised, my true form is trapped within the Yothka plant.
Me copa porque tienen una cara de orgullosos como si estuvieran mostrando algo.
Celestial
No sé.
Emperor of Tai, Master of the Five Storms, and Sacred Defender.
Sí, el Age of Calamitus está buenísimo. Lástima que está todo en inglés.
Arcane calculations.
Es verdad, Ángel. Pero mirarle la cara al barbudo. La cara de orgullo.
My dog is fighting something right now.
Long centuries, my circle has watched the sky staying ever vigilant for an astrological conjunction that would signal the return of a demon.
¿Qué es esto? ¿Una misión? ¿Qué carajo es?
Incalculable appetite. It is destined to swallow the world.
Okay, chat says I got to save the dog. We're saving the dog. There.
This is important.
All right, yeah, shift deleted. Get out of here.
So companions, like Andy just showed,
Le están matando al
this guy's a
perro.
little bit long-winded in the intro here, but
Buddy.
he's got a story to tell. He's got a whole reason for being in the exiled lands, and
El Colorado se avergüenza
talking to
de lo que
him
están
and doing
mostrando.
what he wants you to do will give you a little bit of a journey to go on, and you know, based on what you do during the journey, you'll wind up with a follower in the end if you complete it. That'll have unique and different perks based on your interactions during the quest that you go on. After they're converted, you know, they'll be like a normal follower that follows you around, and we actually also have a ton of like continued immersive voice lines for them to play whenever they
Sí,
follow you around the
olvídate.
world. So they'll have things to comment on, talking about the different
Pero no
biomes
entiendo,
and
¿qué es eso?
races and POIs and just like all sorts of stuff.
¿Alguno está
that they have a
entendiendo
chance to
algo?
talk about while you cart them
O yo
around
estoy
the
en
exiled
otro
lands.
mundo paralelo.
And yeah, they've got the unique perk sets. Whenever they convert and you inspect them,
Sí,
you'll
el
be
perro
able to
está
see
bueno.
the perks that they earned. And each perk will have a description that tells you what you did to get that specific perk during the conversion. So if you want to go through again and see the alternative version, what the other side of the perks are, and if you want to try to mix and match those things, you know, you've got good reasons to go through and try to do all the different things and some, you know, little fun activities to set for yourself for at least part of your gameplay for the day. Converting them, they actually have
Claro, por más que el perro esté
several hours
bueno,
worth of gameplay
no
for each
amerita
companion.
presentarlo como
And,
una nueva era.
there are points where they'll take little breaks.
¿Qué es lo
and,
nuevo?
you
Yo no
there'll be
entiendo todavía.
logical points in the story where they need a rest. And we did that to make it so you come back the next day
Shun
and
Shun,
continue on the
bienvenido.
next step. It meshes with the story really well, and it
¿Entendiste
gives
algo
you
vos
a
hasta
little
ahora?
bit of a break, so you don't just, if you log in, you're like, I'm playing for 1, 2, or 3 hours today. You don't have to spend the whole time just grinding that character out. You can do the other stuff that you normally like to do when you're playing the game. Yeah, and here we have Andy showing the start of the second one. For this one, we took a character that already existed in the world that had a little bit of environmental storytelling going on and turned it into a deeper story for you to follow. So
Yeah,
the second
just
hidden-
showing that this is you know, I mean, maybe you want to look at this, but yeah, I don't want to go too far into that because I see some folks in chat being like, oh, don't spoil
sure.
it. So yeah.
Sure.
Don't want to get too far into it.
I
so,
won't
yeah,
say
but
the
yeah.
name or anything, but this will be the second hidden face on the teaser image that Andy posted. Where
Well, it's on the. I mean, the key art's out already. It's all the banners got changed on social media. So
Yeah.
yeah, you see you see Conan with the Luffy and our gal Freya. I guess there's some mechanical questions that are like probably important to clarify. Just I guess like set expectations so no one's like unpleasantly surprised or anything. But so yeah, Freya will be the second companion that will launch with Age of Heroes. Now, as Freya is an existing character that can already be a follower, some of you may be wondering like, well, what happens if I already have Freya? So anyone that has Freya, like that has Freya, will,
Freya.
yeah, just like the old Freya, we'll continue to have that NPC, and it'll still be like the NPC named Freya with like nothing will change about that character. But after the Age of Heroes launch, the Freya that spawns in the world will no longer be accessible and will be replaced permanently by the new special companion version of Freya. So those of you with the old Freya still be able to
va a ser una
like, use her
acompañante
as
también.
a combat follower. But she will not have the bespoke storyline and the special perks that are available to the new Freya, I suppose.
And balance wise, they're not tuned to be turbo thralls. Like they will have, you know, standard high tier thrall kind of power gains, but the perks that they get are another source of power. So ultimately, they probably will be a bit stronger than normal thralls, but it's due to the additional little bonuses they give through the perks that they get.
Yeah. The intent
Which are not statistical; they are mechanical perks.
Yeah.
It's not like Freya gets 5% penetration because
Yeah, 'cause
for whatever
that's
reason.
not
It's something that's fun that
interesting,
ties
yeah.
in with the theme of the story that you do.
Sí, Pablo.
And
I
yeah,
also,
Ahora
I
lo que
also saw a
entiendo
couple
es
people
que
ask
Freya va a
already
ser,
about Sipta.
puede ser
These
acompañante.
characters are bespoke made for Exiled Lands.
Y que
and, like,
mejoraron
Exiled Lands is
algunas
our
cosas de
really
los
core
NPC.
experience to the game, so they're only on Exiled Lands, and they take a very long time to make, and they're very cool. And I would encourage you to give it a swing, even if you don't play on Exiled Lands regularly, which the vast majority of people do.
But yeah, long story short, yeah, it'll be available on Xbox.
Ese perro no, otro creo que había,
Yeah.
que te lo daban en el pase de batalla,
Okay,
si no me equivoco.
so yes, and so I did see some people also ask, like, are these quests repeatable? And so, like, yeah, you like, for example, like if you lose one of them, like if they die permanently, even with down but not out in the game now, you know, you're not SOL. Like, you can go back and you know, you still have to do the quest again, but you can get another Luffy or another Frey, or, you know, but down the line also, like in future chapters, we plan on adding additional companions in this similar vein. So you can always go back and do the quest line again, and then go through the process and then recruit them officially. And, you know, maybe you'll do different things this time to be able to see, like, what different perks you can get, because, you know, as Dennis said, like, you get the hints on, like, what actions you took that led you to getting that perk, or, you know, them getting that perk.
This is one of the big reasons we framed this as Age of Heroes, because these characters are heroes themselves, the companions that you go out and rescue. You as a player wind up doing heroic things to aid them in their journey, and, you know, they have their journey of a hero where they face adversity and struggle and strife, and you help them through it. Freya's quest line particularly is pretty
Dejen sus
gripping in
likes,
that regard, I would say.
chicos,
Where
porfis.
she's got some personal stuff going on, and you're going to help her through it.
Hey, yeah,
it's pretty cool.
We're all fighting battles that people can't see, right? And so, like, yeah,
Some of us fight literal demons.
yeah, so, yeah, literal demons and the demon within, which is also a literal thing the guy talks about. Anyway, yeah. Nicole.
I did want to mention something real quick.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, yeah.
A lot of people are asking about, like, bug fixes and stuff, and I mean, this goes with every update that we have things coming out, but we also have fixes as well. There's lots
for
of them,
sure.
too.
Yeah, there's a couple specific ones that I just wanted to, like, make sure we acknowledge here on stream, just so, like, folks know that we were aware of them at the very least. And we'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay.
I want to talk about the content stuff first. But yeah, we do want to acknowledge a couple
There's
things.
a lot of people asking about bug fixes, so I just want to make sure people understand that we do both.
Oh, no, of course, yeah. Like, as with every single update and patch we make with Conan Exiles, like, even all content updates will still include various bug fixes or quality of life fixes. And obviously, you know, not all bugs are created equal, and so some things take a little bit longer to address than others. And we know, you know what, we're already getting into it. I'm just going to talk about it real quick. So yeah, whatever. Yeah, so
Ahí le están diciendo que
a
arreglen
couple
los
of things that we
bugs.
just wanted to touch on just really quick, just to make sure you guys know that we know. Two things that we're aware of, very high priority things, still working on it. One, we know folks are still falling through stuff like foundations. We know, and we know it sucks. We are working on it. As soon as we have more information, we will blast it to everyone, because believe me, we want it fixed too. We want it fixed ASAP too. Like, we're not here like reveling in this, like, ha ha ha.
Unirla,
You know, it sucks. So
que se
we're
pueda
aware, we're
viajar
working
del
on it.
exilio en barco
And I
a la
actually,
isla.
Undermeshing.
Solo
Undermesh,
haciendo
okay.
eso.
Yeah,
Estaría
yeah. It's
genial.
the same deal for undermeshing. You know, there were adjustments made to the system a release ago, and it's letting more people spend time undermesh, which is, you know, hurting
Not
some
great, yeah.
ecosystems. But the alternative in the short term would be that people die when they're just walking around the normal ground. So to me, it's more important that people playing the game normally don't just die for no reason when they're walking across a desert. And we're working on a fix for that undermesh system to prevent people from being able to bury themselves under the ground.
Pero ¿sabes qué?
Yes. So yeah, those are the two, like, major, or, like, you know, hot button
Claro,
issue
claro,
things
chicos.
that I just wanted to acknowledge
Lo que
during the
pasa es que
stream as
no
well, because, like, you
escuchan
know,
a la gente.
especially
Si escucharan a la gente,
you know, because I
harían
stare
cosas
into
mucho mejores.
the depths that is the Facebook comments and sometimes, and we know that there's some we know the discourse about a couple of these things. So we
¿Te
just wanted to
imaginas
give you all a
matar un
shout out,
kraken?
and we appreciate all your
Sí,
feedback and
pero yo creo que no les
keeping us
da.
honest. So. Okay.
no les da. Si no pueden arreglar
moving
cosas simples,
forward,
imagínate hacer algo
let me
así.
just collect myself just really quick. So yeah, let's talk about shiny things and pretty things that are coming to the game as well. So some of you may have spied some beautiful new building pieces that are coming y'all's way. So similar to what we did recently. Oh.
That's very majestic.
Excellent, yes.
Good
Similar-
posturing.
I'm screenshotting that.
Siempre le pasa.
Similar to what we did with the Yamatai sets, where we went back and expanded upon we're going back and expanding upon existing culture sets.
Lo que pasa que
Most
siempre
recently
que
we did the
agregan
Yamatai,
algo,
and we're going back and adding more Argosian
joden otras
building
cosas.
pieces this time.
Entonces,
the new pieces
yo
that
creo
you're
que
seeing
ellos
are
ahí es
titled
donde,
under the,
por eso van tan despacito metiéndole
it's called the,
cosas, porque después
Argosian
se rompe todo el juego.
Theme. Recently we had like an astrologer and stargazer.
El perro
bundle,
le salvó el
we're
directo.
continuing pushing that theme with Argosian and the Corinthian themed items as well.
Nada,
So
Ángel.
here's some samples of
Hasta
some
ahora,
of
la
the new
verdad,
placeables as well as
no
the new
estoy
outfits.
entendiendo lo de...
This one on the left
Era de
here
héroes.
is the Corinthian academic set, including this extremely good hat and the Stargazer set, the Corinthian Stargazer set.
Also
Yo
with an
supongo que es
extremely good
porque
hat.
Also
podés
with an extremely good. I like the wide brim.
usar al
I'm a big fan
NPC
of the wide brim. I like that.
como
Big hat fan,
compañero,
stand up.
pero por eso
Hey man,
es una
I
era.
got a big hat. I got a big noggin. I like big hats. What can I say? What can I say? We have a new horse comparison with clan emblem support coming y'all's way. So of course, this will update dynamically based on whatever your clan's logo is.
Sí, todo lo que es
New
skins
curved
o la
ceiling
parte de
pieces.
fabricación de las bases,
And some
ahí
new,
sí,
actually, I'm gonna,
es lo mejor que tiene el juego, me parece.
Did I show the stairs? Oh, we have a couple other buildings that I wanted to just show off really quick. I hope I'm going
Are you
in
going to come back to that?
the what?
Are you going to come back to that?
The what's that? The base?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There was another thing you didn't show.
Oh. Well, yeah. I always get mixed up here. Hold on one second. Yeah. The really cool ceiling thing. Yeah. Wait. Oh God, I'm so lost.
It's
now.
underneath you.
But we had the little like structure thingies. Hold on one second. Sorry, I'm getting so turned around here. I'm so sorry. We
And
just
he's
show
lost
here.
in the
I'm lost in the sauce.
It's too
chat.
dark.
I am so sorry. Yeah, I really should just turn it on. Jesus. What am
Que
I doing
vuelvan los
here?
DLC.
One of the hardest things about
Sorry.
showing stuff
Bien
for us
hechos.
is the glare on the screen.
Con mucho contenido.
Yeah, it's too dark. Sorry. Yeah.
Whenever it's dark and we have so many lights around us that just wash the screen out.
You know, and I
Todavía
like
creo que no
rehearsed
se dieron
this whole
cuenta
thing.
de
Like
eso, Necvet.
we've been doing like previews and like press previews and stuff like that too.
Yo
and
creo
I've
que
done
le
this whole
están metiendo
walkthrough
más
like 8 or
fichas
9 times now, and I'm still
al
losing
Dune Awakening.
myself in the sauce. It's man. Ooh, what
el
are brains,
Conan-
chat? What are brains? What are brains? Okay, where's that really cool?
Lo tienen
Isn't
así.
it right underneath the telescope?
Oh yeah.
Sí, Leonard. Estaría buenísimo.
Ah yes, because I will never take a moment to not.
Yo opino
hype
igual,
up
Necvet.
our incredible
Para mí el
art
Doom
team. I'd like to
iba a estar
highlight
lleno de bugs. Acuérdense.
this bit right here. So because of the lighting and the glare, it might be obstructing the view a little bit, but I'd like you all to take a very
Es que
close
Conan
look at
ya
this
tiene
just
gente
gorgeous
que es muy
parallax and
fanática.
layering of this material and the way the reflection, the way that light hits. Oh,
Y aunque es un juego viejo,
it's yummy.
tiene
It's
una
good.
comunidad
It's so
bastante
good, right?
I
fiel.
love the texture and the surface, like that.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
exterior surface.
Oh, it's so good. I love it. And
You
then
can
like
just tell someone
all these little details.
sanded it, wiped it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, each one of these corners has a different like moon phase. And I think what was the trivia you were saying about these various like signs here?
Yeah, there's an RPG book that has the Aquilonian astrological calendar, and we pulled that out and
¿Ves?
made little
Esas
symbols
cosas
for
son
each of those.
hermosas.
So they actually kind of tie up with the
En eso
lore
sí
as
no
well.
fallan, ¿eh?
Research is important, and it's really cool that reference was already there, and it's just cool to like throw that in there as a touch. So yeah, if any of our art team is watching, you're amazing. We love you. Thank you.
Claro, están más dedicados a
Let's see, what were other
hacer
things that I glossed
cosas de
over on this
fabricación,
pineapple?
skins.
Yeah.
Step 2.
Where was the pineapple?
Para mí que
again?
ya las tenían preparadas para venderlas en el
I
pase
got
de
like super
batalla.
turned around, and now I'm like floundering a little bit, and I apologize. I thought it was.
Bueno, a ver, ¿qué es lo nuevo, loco?
Let's see here. So
Déjense de
in the
tanta
meantime, while I
cháchara.
flounder around a little bit, I'm happy to take a couple more questions from chat.
Ahí va a responder preguntas.
Oh yeah, let's just take a look at the build while I'm like floundering around and
Okay,
flying.
I can ask anything.
Yeah,
while
please.
Okay. So yeah, we got some collection of questions going on here. Can we level workers to get better bonuses?
There we go.
No. that was a thing that we wanted to do originally. It still might become a thing in the future, but in this update, no.
Okay. And then this question is going to probably be a no, but people are wondering if they could romance companions.
So you cannot romance companions, and that's actually where the conversation started.
El Secret War
That was one of the very first things
hubiera
we talked
sido
about with companions.
muy
And
buen
the
juego.
reason I chose not to go that route
Es verdad
is
lo que
because I
decís.
think that when
Negbet.
games do that, even when it's done at its very best, it is still very cringe.
Oh,
I-
I disagree.
I respectfully disagree with you, Dennis, but
it's
you know,
very
I'm
hard.
not.
It's very hard to do well, and with the type of interactions that we have in Exiles and the amount of time that you spend with a companion, it's not quite the same as it is in some other games. So
God.
I think it would be hard to make it. It would take an immense amount of voice acting and options where we already have a
Ricardo
lot more voice
Martín,
acting than we've
bienvenido.
done in this chapter, and it would take significantly more to make it convincing. And additionally, I think that at that level, you need animation support as well, like a lot of animation. And in our companion quests, they'll emote and stuff during the
Sí,
things, but
Leonardo, es
it's
lo
kind
que
of
yo
very
vengo
typical,
diciendo hace, no sé,
almost,
más de un año.
MMO-looking kind of
Que por favor
interaction with the player when you're
llenen
talking
el
to
mapa
them.
del exilio.
But whenever you're doing a romanceable character, you want them to have like real intimate interactions with the player, right? So, you know.
Yeah, a lot of people agree with you, which is like, I'm pretty surprised. But yeah, someone was just like, no,
Yeah,
bro.
someone said that's okay. We have mods.
That's also true. Yeah.
I think in long story short is that's just not the vision that I think we have for Conan Exiles. And
It
as-
would be
as-
awesome.
as much as I support that, yeah.
It really would be cool, but
Yo no sé
it's a very
ustedes,
big
pero yo
task
prefiero
for
mil
a
veces la
small group of
isla
people.
que el exilio.
So yeah. Getting my
Estoy cargando
brain
el
back on
stream.
track here. So yeah, this is the pineapple that we were just talking about, and as some people
Tal cual,
noted,
Gustavo.
some of the new building pieces are these. Oh wait, why is it not? Oh, is it? Is it because of that? No. I
A
thought
mí
I
lo
had
que
it
me gusta
wrong.
de Cipta es que por lo menos
I
está
can't copy
más
the middle piece.
lleno.
It's just a little.
Already-
Suppose
No
it's
son
just a little, but yeah, so you
kilómetros vacíos de
you should be able
desierto.
to stack these up pretty much. Let me see here.
Open the hammer. Yeah, it should be
Yeah,
good.
and sorry, these are all. Sorry, our team. I know these are all for placeholder icons. Please don't kill me. I'm sorry. Oh yeah. Let's see. Middle. There we go. Cool. So yeah, these are just like Oops. Yeah, if you want your windows to just get really tall, like you can
Long
just go.
windows.
Really like long windows, big long windows, as high as your eye can see.
Bueno, ahora se
blotting
puede
out the sun.
construir más alto.
Yeah, you can just go as high.
O sea,
as you want.
esa es la
The biggest of
novedad
windows.
la nueva
The height
era.
limit is just like
No me
whatever
jodan.
whatever building limit is hard coded into the game. I imagine however high you could go with regular building pieces. Let's just say that. Oh yeah, and I wanted to do 50 meters. So yeah, and this is the other thing that I was looking for, but it features all the same things that we've already shown just
Esta
previously.
gente no
So
sabe
the, horse
presentar
comparisons,
sus cosas.
another look at the ceiling with a little bit less glare and lighting. I'm just going to take another moment to show this part off. Oh yeah, new ivy. That's right. So there's new new wall decorations like that coming elsewhere. So these are all going to be available through the bazaar. And it's important to note, and also as a reminder for folks, starting with the Age of Heroes, there will no longer be a battle
¿Se podía
pass.
modificar?
So the
No sé, porque
system
ahora
is
lo están
completely
mostrando
retired,
como si fuera algo
and so
nuevo.
all the resources that went into creating the battle pass, if you would like to.
Right, yeah,
Sí,
we
sí, la
converted
verdad
back
que
into gameplay.
hasta
So
ahora-
one thing I forgot to mention is whenever you do convert a companion into a follower, you get some rewards that come with that. So you'll learn to be able to make some new like armor pieces, placeables, things like that are kind of tied into the theme of that character.
Which if
Un
we
random,
recall a certain
bienvenido.
stinky friend in our base,
where the
that's
point comes from.
maybe
Hasta
something
ahora-
related to that. Yeah.
Están mostrando pavadas.
So and
Y que se puede manejar a
the
Freya
resources that would have gone into
como
creating the
una
battle pass just
acompañante
went
de
into
lucha.
creating new
Nada más. Por lo que yo
either gameplay
entendí,
features or new rewards.
Después voy a tener que
from,
volver a verlo.
like new content that we're working on. We're still cooking up things for beyond this as well, of course, and so there'll be new bespoke rewards for both companions and the new features that we're working on beyond this as well. Okay.
Sí, el Calamitus ya.
That is Those
es
are the
mucho
main
mejor que esto que
two
están
feature
mostrando.
thingies, and then the fun shiny
Bizarre
bits.
stuff, yep.
Yeah, we showed the bizarre stuff. Let's see. I'm trying to go think about whatever else we wanted to touch on. Let's see. Oh, what are some other like fun new buildables that we're also adding with the update? I think we were talking about.
Yeah, there's a lot of new ambient life interactions for living settlements. You know, we went through the list of stuff and found all kinds of things we could make animations for. So, Andy's fun hour now.
Just the William
entiendo lo que están
Dafoe
haciendo.
.gif.
Lighthouse.jpg.
Un inodoro. ¿En serio?
Oops.
Y se le buguea.
Sorry. Oh God.
Ay, Dios.
Well. Oh yeah, and you can
Siempre les pasa
if
algo.
you need to clean it out.
It's got an
No puedes
inventory.
sacar.
You've got an inventory.
You connect the dots.
Pero si ya saben
Let's see. There's
que tiene bugs.
Let's see.
Ya estaba la
what was
letrina.
the thing? Oh yeah, other new placeables include, what is it? Let's see. I think it was
No
under
entiendo qué están haciendo.
food. Yeah.
Exacto, tienen que trabajar en los bugs. Y se lo dijeron.
I think we
Recién
had some
uno
of
en
these
el chat
placed
se
out
lo
throughout the
dijo.
world, but yeah, new
Siempre se lo dice.
various new placeables. Well, yeah,
Like,
will be part of our bugs.
there's a set of vintner.
Ahora
themed
puedes
items.
cagar
I
y se
think
buguea.
the great-
Oh,
the
yeah,
great
yeah,
stuffing
yeah.
tub is in that same
That's
menu.
right. Yeah. Did
Claro,
we place one
Leonard.
over here? Or wasn't there one over here?
Oh, I do
Oh
not
no, that's right. Yeah, we
It's wiped, right?
Yeah.
A ver,
we
Negbert.
replaced that. That's right. There we go. Yeah, so this is this is an interactable grape stomping tub. You can just like get
some
into.
grapes.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Very good.
You followed.
Los usan.
No, I
Unfortunately
suggested it, but
not.
it didn't
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
O sea, interactúan solitos.
Okay. So yeah, and then that I think that does actually cover both the living settlements and companions coming all its way. And then we'll of course have that's just for the first chapter of Age of Heroes, and there will be future chapters, of course. And we'll be adding new features as well, which we're not ready to talk about today, but stay tuned and we'll have more information coming your way very soon. In fact, we'd had a little play test of one of them last night, and apparently they seem to really like it. So
Oh yeah.
it was fun. So yeah, any closing remarks or anything like that? Or are there any other questions that from chat that anything
Got
need?
plenty. Just depends on how many you want to answer.
Well, I mean, we've got some time. If
Esto que
folks wanna
mostraron
ask some
ameritaba
questions,
una
that's
nueva
totally
era.
fine.
Yeah, and feel
Para
free
mí
to pick from the
son-
chat as well. but-
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
Como
that's
para
right.
decir
Sorry.
un parche de
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt
mejoras.
you. I don't mean to talk over you. One last thing before
yeah.
that. Yeah. So some people are asking when is. So right now we're aiming at a public
Sí,
beta
Ángel,
for
el juego es de
August
Funko.
22nd. That may shift around. So please be aware of that. And so we're doing our best to deliver.
¿Qué pasó con el directo? Se me colgó, chicos, me parece. ¿Eh?
Like the crafter
Ahí
thralls.
volvió.
Please be aware of that. And so we're doing our best to deliver.
Like the crafter be automatically converted to thralls that get dumped
No,
into
no sé
the
si es mi
world.
internet o es
So your thrall limit
directamente
should technically stay
un
the
problema de
same
ellos.
whenever you log in.
Me parece raro que sea mi
Because
internet.
right now it's just like fighters, dancers, bearers,
Oh.
whatever. They'll all still be the same.
Oh wait, is Dream down?
What?
Creo que fue de ellos el
The
problema.
stream crashed? What?
Sí, ¿vieron? Fue de ellos.
airdrop
Stream
frames.
crash.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Did our internet go down? What happened?
Well,
is
we're still getting
working.
chat.
¿Vieron?
It's just Twitch,
Fue
apparently.
Funko. Hasta
Huh.
eso.
Yeah, I guess refresh.
Oh, we're back?
Cool.
Hey,
That's weird.
W.
Yeah, it was just Twitch.
We had a little bit of a hiccup.
Yeah, no, it was... Yeah, YouTube's fine.
Okay.
It was just Twitch.
Cool. A
Well,
series of
what the hell,
tubes.
Cool.
Yep.
Back to business then.
Okay.
Going
hi,
back to the
kitty.
question of
Pero
so,
siguen
what happened to your
haciendo
thrall cap.
streams
Nothing whenever you log in. Like you shouldn't lose
sabiendo
anything
que siempre
because
les
the
pasa
thralls will
algo.
be converted into an item that you still have to
Es
place
más
out.
fácil hacer un
Unplaced
video y
thralls don't
subirlo
count,
como un
so
directo.
they won't count until you put them down.
No entiendo esta gente.
End. Next question, please.
Oh yeah, fluffy cat.
Wait, I think I already asked this.
Son un meme,
Companions
¿eh? Para
eat
mí
and
fue un
sleep.
con.
I
Right.
forget.
Yeah.
Son
If
un meme.
companions eat and sleep, I'm sorry, I don't know if Nicole's mic was on, but it's just cosmetic. It's they basically portray life. They don't actually need to sleep. There's no penalty if they don't sleep or if they don't eat. It's just a behavior they want to execute.
Yeah, there's no like constant upkeep with relating to this system.
Doesn't
so like
cost items to feed them.
Yeah. So like like followers will still like eat food as a part of like the base follower system. Like like I fed that dog earlier. Like
Un random.
characters will
En
still eat
If their
realidad,
health is low, they still
Estamos esperando que la llenen,
But like if
justamente.
like through the living settlement system,
Pero
like
evidentemente
if
esta era
like a character's internal parameters
va a
like,
ser un
I need to eat,
fracaso
like it's not
igual
going
que
to
el
physically
anterior.
deplete your like any consumables or reserves or anything like that. Like again, we don't want the possibility of these random interactions or random events potentially blocking moment-to-moment gameplay, because it would suck if if Thrall took some nice like high-level crafting like food
Te
material that you
juro
were
que me
hoping
dan
to save up or
lástima
something like that,
en un
or
punto.
something like that. Yeah, it would be
Porque
unfortunate.
parecen tan inocentes ellos.
And release date for Twitch.
Oh, did we get cut out during the release date? Oh, that's so funny. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So,
It's coming to you. Boop.
geez. So right now the target date for the public beta is August 22nd, which I believe is next Thursday. That date may shift, so please keep an eye out. But we are doing our best to deliver on that date with a full release in October. I hope. We get cut out again as I'm saying that
octubre.
again. Yeah.
Eso dijo.
What is this DDoS? How do companions interact with the admin panel? That is actually a really good question. Oh yeah. You know?
Well, they are spawned like a normal thrall would be. I think the only caveat is they won't receive their perks normally. So if you spawn one, there's actually a second set of commands you have to use to actually give them a perk from the A/B choice. So if you want to spawn one manually, you can, but you also have to have that second set of commands, which
Gotcha.
we'll probably publish with the mod information about them, which if it's available, it should be available.
Gotcha. Let's see. I know there was another. Oops, sorry. There was another question about. There's a bunch of stuff here. What about thralls that are already in boxes? I imagine that they will be unaffected. Like what? I mean,
Yeah,
if they're
they
in
just don't
storage, they're
count.
just in storage. Yeah. So, remind me again. How many units is a foundation in the game? I can't remember off the top of my head. Is it 256 units or 512 units, or around that?
I don't know. I don't know the size. I'm sorry.
If anyone on the team is watching, can someone message Nicole and pass the info along? Because I'd like to show like what 50 meters actually like looks like in game. Because there's not really like a real world.
It can't be 512. That would be huge.
So I would imagine. Okay. Yeah.
Half height of a character is around 88. So
So I
Sí,
guess
chicos,
200 something is probably
la verdad que hasta ahora
more in line.
lo que mostraron no
Is there a range?
ameritaba
No, there's no rangefinder. or anything
ni
like
este
that.
directo ni anunciarlo
see
como una
here.
nueva era.
Let's see. Any other questions from chat while I'm milling about here?
Si,
Any
si
answers
estoy
from-
entendiendo bien, solamente hay algunas mejoras para los NPC y que se puede usar a Freya.
yeah, we
Nada más.
mentioned it a bit earlier,
Okay.
but
Oh, sorry.
yeah, it's okay. We're having
Y bueno,
our
cosméticos.
QA team is running performance.
No sé si hay
as
otra
on
cosa
that
que me
now
haya
to,
perdido.
report back to us, and then we'll adjust and keep an eye on that. If there are adjustments, they'll come to just the official server caps. Anyone
Sí,
on the private
random,
server would
se
still
les
have to
olvidó, me
change
parece.
whatever they want their caps to be, and single player is going to be largely unaffected because living settlement stuff doesn't run when you're not there. So there's no real performance impact when you're not actually observing thralls.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they just go idle. So they say there's no like calculations being done if there's no one to witness it.
Es que yo sigo creyendo que esta gente no juega su juego.
But yeah.
And one
Y lo
foundation is
comprobé
256, so,
en uno de sus directos,
10 of them,
que querían
or
mostrar
5 of them
el
make
combate, no sé
1,000,
si se
5
acuerdan,
times that is 5,000.
y no sabía manejar el personaje. El barbudo creo que fue.
Okay, great. So let's see. I think I think that about will do it if we have no further questions. And then yeah, we'll have a follow up to this as well. Like we'll have blog posts explaining like specific things and feature showcases, and then you know, we can do another round of like Q&A or you know, we're always reading your comments and your questions. And so like, yeah, if any other like major hot button topics come up, or if a lot of other questions pop up, we're more than happy to follow up and either put out a blog or a video like we did earlier. I hope some of you got something out of that. So we'll do that again. We'll do forum posts as well, of course, indeed. And worker thralls can be picked up after placement. So they're just they're just regular, like
not returned to your inventory picked up, but they can be moved.
Right, yeah. So once placed into the world, they're a character and permanently. So yeah. But
you would have to break bond. And
just
get rid of it if you didn't want it anymore.
To actually delete it. I'm gonna go rescue this our friend up here. Yeah. So like, as soon as I place them, they just go back to kind of doing what they were doing. But yeah, otherwise they can be just like moved around as any. This is an alchemist that you previously couldn't. No, you can just like place them around. It's great. Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this first look
chicos,
at Age of Heroes. Again,
eso es todo.
If you have any questions,
esa es la nueva
ask
era.
away.
Y después no vengan
and keep an eye out for
a bardearme
specific
esos
details
fanáticos
on,
de
when
Conan,
public beta goes live.
porque digo la realidad.
Again, aiming for next Thursday. We'll keep you posted.
Una era
That's it from me. Anything from
de
you?
mierda.
Nope. Okay.
La
great.
verdad.
Thank you for taking time out of your day, Dennis. Much appreciated.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thanks everyone for coming to watch.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you, Carol.
No te puedo
Please,
creer.
once again, let's welcome Carol to the Conan Exiles community team. Thank you, Carol.
No te puedo creer.
And thank you. We will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
What
now
the
for
fuck?
the awkward exit, where I fumble around and try to figure out how to get out of here. Oh, God.
Alt F4.
Alt
No
F4.
entiendo nada de esta
But then I'll
gente.
show the
Cada vez
desktop. I
la
can't do
entiendo
that.
menos.
Hold on one sec. Okay.
No.
Have a great one, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Increíble. Increíble. Bueno, chicos, hasta ahí fue lo nuevo de Funcom. Así que nada, no me peguen a mí, que soy la mensajera nada más. Espantoso. Espantoso, la verdad. Pero bueno, es lo que hay. Después subiré el resumen de lo que sea que haya sido esto, a ver si me perdí de algo, porque hasta ahora no amerita para una nueva era, sinceramente. Hubieran puesto un parche que actualizaban y mejoraban algunas cosas y listo. No hacer tanta propaganda de una era al pedo. Sí. No tiene ningún sentido lo que están haciendo, pero bueno. Nada. Hasta acá el directo de Funcom. Después les subo el resumen. Gracias a todos por estar y dejar su like. Nos vemos en otro momento. Chao.